we got time for one more topic. And I want to talk about discounts.
Ooh.
Is waiting for discounts dumb? Right? Because you see a lot of different thoughts on this. And I had just mentioned I like waiting for discounts. However, when it's a figure I really, really want, which nowadays I'm like you, Nick, and Riley, you too. We tend to be pretty selective, right? We tend to be pretty selective, and there's only a handful of figures that I want to get every couple months. There's ones that I'm really excited for, and if I'm that excited for the figure, I don't usually wait a ton for it. Like the second Sideshow gets it in stock, or maybe Tim Cent has it or Kit or someone has it for pretty much Sideshow price or less, I will probably jump on it. Like Shang-Chi, for example, I picked that up from Kit. He got it to me for I think less than Sideshow price. And then I got Wen Wu from him, less than what I would have paid from Sideshow. Tim Cent, I bought Carnage from him from less than what I would have paid from Sideshow. Wen Wu and Suit, I did not have that option because it's $350 worldwide. I had to get it from somewhere. Sideshow's not going to get that figure, right? That said, Riley, is waiting for discounts dumb? Because a lot of collectors, if you really want it, is saving $40, $50, depending upon how long you have to wait, is that worth it? What do you think? Where do you fall on this one?
It's a really good question. I'd say I'm kind of the collector where I do want to have it more sooner rather than later. I get a little bit really just do want figures sooner, but at the same time, I also don't like getting burned on figures. I know probably all of us here has gotten burned on plenty of figures by now if you've been collecting for this long. And this is also another one. I mean, this was one where so many people were like, I think they had this on order with Sideshow, and they're like, oh my God, like they haven't invoiced me. They're taking forever. I can't do this anymore. So they cancel it and they pick it up from a Hong Kong, or they pick it up somewhere else where they can get it in their hands for sure. But now, like, talk about 1 year or a year and a half later, it's still just sitting here on discount, ready to leave the Sideshow warehouse, which is kind of sad to see for people who did pick it up. Because I actually, that's actually happened to me. I talked about this today, I think, with my buddies. So the Captain America Endgame figure, that was a figure where I think I was just starting collecting, and that's the biggest thing where people were waiting forever for that figure, and I was one of them. I was like, I can't do this anymore, man. I've been waiting forever. Endgame Cap is like such an iconic moment from Endgame franchise. Like, I need to have this with Mjolnir and everything. And I ended up buying it on eBay. Like, it was in stock on eBay for like, dude, it was like, so since I was first collecting, I was just dumb because that was really dumb. I bought it for like 320 or like 3 something. It was crazy. But now you look at it and that figure's like what, 200, like 220. Like, it's super cheap. Like, you can find it for crazy cheap for that figure. So
yep,
I think we're all kind of learning waiting for discounts may be smarter, but at the same time, like we talked about with the Sideshow waitlist and your other topic, maybe it is dumb to wait for discounts now, because if you miss out and a Darth Vader like Kenobi version, there's no chance I can miss on that. Like, I need that. It's a necessity in the collection. So I don't think that's one where I don't even care if I'd wait for, because there's certain figures where I'll pick it up knowing I'm going to lose money, but I just don't care because I love it so much. Like, it's just one of those pieces like Spider-Man from Tobey Maguire. I'm going to day one that from Hong Kong. I'll even pay $20 more, $30. I don't really care, because yes, if it goes on 15, 20, 30%, I literally don't care because I just love Tobey Maguire. So I'm going to do whatever I want with it. If it ends up dropping in value, it is what it is. And with other figures where it's not as much as an essential, I'll take like the risk of that. I'll take the shot of it. Like we talked about the Battle Droid, the Geonosian. I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to pre-order it. If I see it on a discount, hey, I'll pick it up. If it ends up skyrocketing to $250 to $300, I missed out. That sucks. I'm not going to cry about it because I just didn't care as much. So, but yeah, it's a really good question nonetheless. I'd say kind of hard question to answer because we can't really gauge what the future is going to hold. But for me, if it's a figure I absolutely adore and I need to have it on my shelf, I don't mind biting the bullet on it. And if I win and it goes even higher in price because it's sold out, then I win. If it drops, then it is what it is. I'm just going to lose money, but I love the figure regardless. But it's a great question.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And dude, and this is why I think it's fun, man. And by the way, thank you, chat, so much. The chat is blowing up because someone were like, someone said, Will, no more polls. And some people were like, no, Will, more polls. So I put a poll up and I said, do you like polls?
Oh my God. Perfect
yeah,
poll.
so I don't know what the vote is at right now. It's 79% yes. So the polls shall continue. The people have spoken. People have spoken. But yeah, I'm with you, Riley. So, and something we need to clarify here too. When it comes to buying earlier, say you do buy from Hong Kong, right? There is a risk with that because if something goes wrong, then it's a lot harder to get a replacement than it is to contact Daddy Sideshow. If you contact Daddy Sideshow, so much simpler, right? You could say, okay, I have an issue with my figure. They said, okay, cool, bet, no cap. We will send you another one. We will send you another one. No problem. No printer.
No printer.
No printer. No, but like, for example, like with Wenwu, I had no problem. I got it from Kit. Everything was great, right? Shang-Chi, a little more unfortunate. I had a scratch on the face. Some of the rings came a little bit loose while I was reviewing it, so forth. And he was like, well, you're going to have to probably ship it all the way back and then get the replacement. And I was like, that seems like a little bit of a hassle, right? So I got to ship it all the way back to Hong Kong. So, and Kid had mentioned to me the QC on Hot Toys is like bar none. The QC on Hot Toys, he has like maybe one customer have an issue a year with Hot Toys. Like it's so uncommon, infrequent. So mine just happened to be that one. It just happens that way sometimes. So when you're buying from Hong Kong, you got to be more careful. You got to be more careful. You got to be more cautious about that. With Sideshow, it's a lot simpler. If something goes wrong, they got your back. As far as U.S. buyers, I've heard for international customers, they're not as forgiving, but U.S. buyers, they definitely got you. So anyway, Nick, what do you think about this? Is waiting for discounts dumb when you want something?
No, I don't think so, man. That's how I live off this this hobby, man.
Yeah.
But similar to what Riley said, for characters you really, really want, you shouldn't. I don't know, man. It's you're playing a dangerous game, especially nowadays.
Right.
Like you see, I almost lost with that Darth Vader, but because of WillFoxification, I now know I'm going to go pre-order him, and I will not miss out.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a win. Yeah, that's a win. But like for
Nick,
something exactly,
you know what's going to suck though, by the way? I didn't mean to cut you off, but you know what's going to suck? When you pre-order that from Sideshow and then it comes out and you're going to want to buy it from Tim Cent because you're going to want it sooner. That's the problem.
You know what? I wasn't going to say anything, but it's been in my cart. It's been in my cart and I didn't do anything because that literally was going through my head like, yo, what if I want to buy from Tim Cent instead?
I'm going to do that for that Vader, I think.
But then it's like, what if I get another, like Ahsoka? What if he breaks somehow?
Right, exactly.
That's true.
But he doesn't have single jointed arms, so I might be
well,
good.
Another thing is, wouldn't he rise the price on it though sometimes?
He probably will. If it sells out on Sideshow, he definitely will.
Yeah. Right. So that's what I'm saying. It could be bad.
And Vader might be a hot enough figure that day one, that one might be costly. Yeah, that one might be. Yeah.
True.
So I usually mostly get my figures off like some sort of discount. Like very rarely will I go and buy like full price or even Hong Kong. Like every now and again, like I got my DX19 at Hong Kong. Yeah, I took an L now because there's a new one. But and like I said, Ahsoka, and I got Toby on pre-order, so that's of course I gotta do. But bro, I don't know. The time of discounts of everything getting discount seems like it's coming to an end. So you have to be really picky with what you're gonna wait on. It's like what Riley said. You don't want to get burned on like if you really want, let's say, if they're gonna make Moff Gideon, you really want Moff Gideon, that new one that's coming out. Pre-order that Moff Gideon because you never know if you really want him and then you're like, I'm going to wait for 10% off and he never comes back. Like, cause I've already been burned. I've already been burned by this because I wanted those plain clone troopers and they're gone. They're not on Sideshow. Now, honestly, I'm probably just not doing my research. I get them somewhere else. But I consider I got burned because I usually just buy things from Sideshow. So kind of sucks. But you just gotta be smart with it. That's just how I look at it. Yeah. And I don't know. Also, BST groups, if you know who you're buying from, they're also a good option. That's also how I get most of my stuff.
Great point.
BST groups,
True.
Great
find
option.
Some steals on there. For sure.
Yeah, you find some steals. Like our buddy Anthony Javier just put up some figures.
Hey.
I think he just put up, what was it? He put up some sort of Iron Man for like
Did he put the
Mark 46 for $230?
Damn.
That's a deal.
The original Mark 46. That's still a good deal. Yeah.
Is it?
And I was gonna say, Jose, he made a really good point in the comments. He got his Carnage first batch from Sideshow, and he got it faster than Justin because the Sideshow have been pretty crazy with you can get it quicker than like Hong Kong at
with
points.
some, yeah. And you know what's interesting, Riley? They must have got such a small batch of Carnage. Jose got his because he dopoed, I think. Right. So they are. I do like that they're rewarding that. I do like that because give us a reason to pre-order. If I'm gonna get something day one, if I dopo, I'm gonna dopo. Right.
Yeah. But it always bugged me like when Hong Kong when they'd get it because obviously they're gonna get it first, but Sideshow has to wait like that 3-month gap. But I think with the the Trooper, the 20th Trooper, I got the white clone. It came like as soon as it released with the bloggers. Like I got it the first.
Well,
week.
Carnage is still on PO on Sideshow, so like they shipped out a small batch to people who pre-ordered early, I think, and then you know, everything else is still you know, pre-order.
Right.
So Optical had showed me, by the way, and that's why I was looking for it, but it looks like someone bought it. There was a Carnage that appeared on Sideshow Seconds on Sideshow.
Oh,
and
really?
It wasn't the deluxe though; it was the standard.
Okay.
But it was 15% off already, and someone bought it already.
Wow.
So
That's
yeah,
good.
so
yeah.
you know, I'm glad someone got one. But yeah, I mean, it's, you know, so be on the lookout for deals like that. Those are going to pop up,
like,
you know?
So yeah, I mean, like, here's the thing. I really want Carnage, but I'm going to wait for a deal on him. Like, I got Venom at full price because that was the point where I didn't pre-order him and he sold out. Remember that? Like, he sold out for a while and then we were all like, oh, damn, he's gone.
Right.
Then they put him back up randomly, like one day. And luckily I was quick enough that I ordered him and now I have Venom. Yeah. And I kind of don't want to make that mistake with Carnage because I do want him. But I'm gonna play my cards. I'm gonna try and wait for some sort of discount. I might be making a mistake. I'm gonna wait. Which, by the way, Riley remembers this. Sideshow almost screwed me on Carnage. Remember, like, yeah, like
what happened
2 weeks ago? So 2 weeks ago, I don't know what I think I have the Force or something, bro. Like I was just you know, mind my own business, sitting here on my computer, and I was like, when does Peacemaker come out? I was like, and I was like, you know what? Let me go to my Sideshow orders and see when Peacemaker's coming out because I have him on pre-order. And as I'm scrolling through my pre-orders, I passed by Carnage, who I canceled. I canceled Carnage, and I passed by Carnage, preparing to ship. And
oh
like,
my god!
I was like, wait, what? I was
I got the funds for that.
And then I went to my email, and I had no email saying like Carnage is coming or Carnage is shipping or anything. I looked at my bank account and they ripped out $590 from my bank account. And I was like, dude, I was like, what? So luckily I talked to this little Sideshow robot, and I'm not joking. Robots are getting so smart. The robot put me on hold. Put me on hold.
Damn,
that's ChatGPT, bro.
Dude, that robot was like, how can I help you? And I was like, I need to cancel an order. And no joke, it responded with, give me a moment, please. And I was like, and it literally like didn't answer me for like 5 minutes. And then it was like, okay, what can I help you with? You're a robot. You're a robot, bro. What are you doing? You're on your lunch break?
Skynet's not coming anytime soon. Yeah.
Apparently.
But luckily the robot canceled it before they shipped it out. So I got really lucky.
Maybe it is.
Bro, because I told Carlos, I was like, here's the thing, bro. I don't want to pay full price for Carnage, but if it comes to my house, I'm going to open it. I'm going to play with it. I'm going to keep it.
Sometimes those companies know that, Nick, because when I bought you guys may have seen that RGB light that I got for my reviews. Yeah. Carlos had recommended it to me, and I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. So I was like, and then I ordered it, and I was like, I'm just going to cancel it. I don't really need it for now. It was like $200. So I was like, I'm going to cancel it, right? And then they shipped it to me. And they were like, well, it's too late to cancel because I was like, I ordered it an hour ago and like, we can't cancel it. And they were like, nah, it's already on it's like at your door basically. And I was like, nah. So then I got it and Carlos was like, well, you might as well unbox it now. So I unboxed it and I was like, this is pretty dope though. And then, so I just kept it. I kept it. Amazon knew what they were doing. So
that's good.
Yeah. So guys, thank you so much for your thoughts on that one. Glad we were able to talk about discounts.